Hi, I'm Bailey, and for this Green Dream vlog, I'm going to show you a typical day as a woodland summer student for Tolko High Prairie. Every day starts with a drive from town to the block, usually half on pavement, half on gravel. When we get on the bush roads, we usually change to a certain channel so we can call kilometers. The radio channel for this road was Lad 2. Once we get our trucks as close to the block as possible, we unload quads from there. These are one of our most useful pieces of equipment since we use them to access almost all our blocks. Once my quad is unloaded, I pack my cruise vest with what I'll need for the day. I carry lots of frozen water bottles, some food, a GPS unit, a radio, which I tie to my vest, an iPad, and plenty of ribbon. A generous layer of mosquito spray and rubber boots will be needed for where I'm going. Two things I carry on me at all times are my InReach and bear spray. The first thing I do in the block is turn on my GPS and use imagery and WAM to find places where there are likely wetlands and watercourses. I like to use my compass to navigate since it saves battery life on my iPad, but if there are lots of wetlands to zigzag between, using Avenza is more efficient. The first wetland I found was a semi-permanent marsh, which requires a 10-meter buffer. Any wetland that requires a buffer needs to be GPSed and ribboned. Ribbon is used to indicate where a wetland was streamed and tells a buncher operator there's an area they need to avoid. Whenever I stop for a water break, I like to check the canopy for any nests. A songbird nest requires a 30-meter buffer, while a raptor nest requires a 100-meter buffer. Once my coworker and I finished our part of the block, we stopped for a lunch break and then headed off to start another block. In the next block, we found a stream flooded by some beaver activity. Like the semi-permanent marsh, this needs to be GPSed and ribboned since it gets a 20-meter buffer. Once the stream was far enough out of the block, I tied a gate with 3 ribbons. This indicates the start or end of a watercourse. A gate with 2 ribbons is tied where a watercourse runs into another watercourse or a wetland. While streaming the beaver, Logan was lucky enough to find a nice whitetail shed. Throughout the day, we found lots of marshes, shrubby swamps, and mixed wood swamps. That was it for the day, so we loaded up quads and drove back to town. That's what a day as a woodland student at Tolko High Prairie is like. Thanks for watching.